Hi there, my name is Matt Cole.
And I'm Brian Garrity.
And we are the producers of the Sexperts Podcast, and we are here with a very special guest, an improv, stand-up, and sketch talent from Hampton Roads.
And musician.
Randy Rose. Welcome.
Thank you.
Randy, thank you so much for being on the podcast, and apparently this is our last chance to get you on. Is that correct for a while?
That's correct.
We'll have plenty more opportunities to get him off.
Because unfortunately you're moving away.
I am.
Oh, we're going to miss you.
He's Farfig-Nugan.
I'm moving, Farfig-Nugan. Farfig-Yugan.
So talk to us about what you've been up to the past however long you've been here. Improv, stand-up, any comedy stuff.
Well, the last couple of weeks I've been preparing for the move, so I haven't done a lot. I did sing some karaoke last night.
Oh,
which was fun.
Oh, the Barrel Room?
I did.
I
yes.
missed that.
Yeah, it was good. Matt Holman dedicated Brandy, You're a Fine Girl to me, which was nice.
Did he cut out the B and say, Randy, you're a fine girl?
Yes. He changed girl to guy once, and then,
Perfect.
I was trying to woo an Italian girl in college through the art of karaoke, and I sang "Sandra is a Centerfold." Didn't work right away.
Yeah.
But over time, it set the seed.
Can you sing us a little bit of that right now? That sounds awesome.
Sandra is a centerfold.
I see why it works.
Ooh, get it out.
You have to picture 18-year-old me drinking my first Killian's Red.
They had that back then?
Yeah, and I thought it was really from Ireland at the time. I was pretty impressed with myself.
Well, Randy, what I remember you most for, and speaking as if you're dead to me now, is you were an Improv Again champion, weren't you? Talk about that. And Improv Again is the ultimate improv championship at the Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk. Talk to us about your winning streak.
So my winning streak's really weird. So the three teams that I was on, the first two that I was on won when I wasn't part of the competition.
Oh, wait. Get him off the show. You're not doing an episode anymore.
Yeah, I ended up being out of town.
We're trying to win podcasting.
I ended up being out of town both times and had to cancel, and they won. So it was awesome. So then I was like, maybe that's just what I need to do from now on.
Is get on a team but not perform.
Never
with the
perform.
Team.
So when I finally did win, we won with Siblinghood of Evil.
Oh, okay.
Which was our response to an old improv winning team, which was Forgotten Heroes.
Forgotten Heroes.
And it was a bunch of silly hero names. So we came up with bad takes on Batman villains, and I played a character called the Jacker, which you may remember you loaned a porn. To
That's
me.
right.
So I could bring it in lotion, so I could bring that on stage.
You didn't tell me what it was for either. You were just like, "Hey, can I borrow your All Bush magazine?" And I was like, "It's all Bush, though."
I'm gonna go and ask the question that all of our listeners want to know.
Yeah.
Did he ever give it back?
I'm not gonna tell.
Actually, and my niece came over to my new place, and she was talking to my mom about all the porn that I had. I just had one magazine out. That's all. Sorry, Morgan.
Yeah, but it's all Bush.
Uncle Dr. John.
She's like, I shouldn't say it. Actually, I think she does listen to this. So, hi, Morgan.
Sorry.
Was she named after the capital of West Virginia? Morgantown?
Is that the capital of West Virginia?
I have no idea.
It's not. Don't try to fool me.
It sounds legit, though.
They seceded from the Union for a reason.
It's the hippie capital of West Virginia.
They seceded from the South for a reason.
I thought they got kicked out.
You're a little too much for us.
Listen, West Virginia, we're going. It's not you. It's us. We're going through a lot.
What else? You just, I think, recently went into stand-up comedy, right? Because you had your grad show with Brian. Talk about that.
He opened for me.
I did. Well, see, I like to think it was your first time closing for me. But
however you want to think of it.
I've opened for you 3 times now, actually.
Yeah, you've done pretty good each time.
I'm good at warming up the crowd for you, I think.
Where'd you perform?
Let's see. Well, we did Push. Mm-hmm. We did Riff House and Kazi's.
Yep.
Nice.
R.I.P. Riff House. Did you see that announcement?
No.
Riff House on breaking news.
What?
Riff House on Tuesday nights is no longer a thing.
Oh, I thought you meant they're shutting down. They're not having their open mic anymore?
I wasn't an open mic.
What was it?
Me and Randy don't do open mics.
Are you kidding?
It was a show hosted by Dan Ellison
Yeah.
He'd bring in like 5 or 6 stand-ups, and then after that they would take an intermission and then do short form improv after that. It was a fun time. I did it twice, but he posted the other day that it's
gone away. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Never got out to it. Didn't see you guys.
It was an interesting.
Could have used the support, bro.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up, supporting your local art scene. It was an interesting place. Like they had a whole like area sectioned off, which was kind of cool. So it's a bar, but there was a whole other room, that basically had the stage in there. So it was a pretty good
strong,
space.
Used to be a strip club vibes.
Oh, totally. And when you were there, it was a strip club. It was a very weird
called
act,
Strip House.
Yeah.
Where you get a New York strip and a lap dance.
I really am sad it's gone because it wasn't big crowds, but it was only 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah,
and it was a fun thing to do.
Oh, wait, where is it?
It's in South Norfolk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good place to work out material.
10 minutes from your house too.
Oh.
Yeah. So come on out.
It's 10 minutes from everywhere, actually, which is amazing.
Come on out.
Week.
Hop in a time machine and hop on down.
Throw some garbage in your flux capacitor.
I like that reference. What about music? Randy?
It's the glue of the world.
How many chords really
It's the language
matter?
of love.
How many chords matter?
I heard an interview with
I'm gonna
Slash this week, and he said
4.
there's only really 3 or 4.
Yeah.
D, C, G, E minor.
It's like to be a musician, though. It's like you basically it's like being an artist, but only having 7 colors or 12, I guess, if you count your sharps and flats, right? But it's like here you have to paint all sorts of stuff, but you have 7 colors, and that's it.
Do you have anything out that we can listen to or download or anything like that, or you just
they're actually. I was in a band years ago that there's still stuff available for called Gracie's Paris.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, you can
Gracie's
find it.
Paris.
It's like a 90s power pop kind of, Foo Fighters type vibe. But yeah, there's a lot of music available.
Nice.
I think I don't know. There's a bunch of sites you can find.
I'm going to look it
YouTube.
up right after this.
So I played bass and backing vocals. So I didn't play the backing. I was lead sunglasses. That's what I was. I was lead bass and lead sunglasses.
So if I download it right now, can I hear you in the background or not very prominently?
Well, some of the songs you can definitely hear the bass in the background if you got an ear for it. But
I just do podcasts.
Usually the singer in the band can't hear the bass unless it's really shitty. But no, it was good. I played bass and we were a 3-piece. Yeah. So instead of being like a standard,
like all power pop.
Yeah, basically. Instead of being like a standard like riff.
House.
Just follow the riff house pub in South Norfolk. No, it was. I had to play a lot of melodies on the bass and stuff. So it was an interesting gig. Yeah. But I'm trying to get back into playing more guitar and singing and things like that. So.
Well, in other news, I'm sure you've heard of it, but Paul McCartney and John Lennon beat off together.
I did hear that, but it was no big thing.
I keep telling Cole. All the great artistic duos have done it.
You're not an artist if you haven't been in at least one circle.
You're not a duo. Like,
what's you got a Dutch windmill? Isn't that what it's called?
You got a
Dutch windmill each other?
I am a sexpert, but I don't know that one.
Isn't that, what's the one? We're all right.
Is that when you hook up at a mini golf?
I think it's where you face each other and stroke each other off or something. I don't know.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Save it for the podcast, bro.
All right. Well, we will definitely miss you, Randy, and thank you so much for finally being on the podcast.
I feel like the overall handsomeness of the theater is going to go down a notch.
That's right.
I like how not right now with what I'm wearing, but I like how of all the things you mentioned, you didn't talk about the Herald team that you and I were on together. Oh, Mr. Grimaldi's Fish Market.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. And actually, I was being you right now by wearing all black and being shoeless.
No shoes.
But I didn't paint my nails.
Yeah,
You're all like, he's letting his freak flag fly right now.
I have 3 kids. My oldest is a girl. My youngest is a girl. And so my oldest has always wanted to paint my fingernails.
Yeah.
So I let her paint my toenails instead, so I can cover those up. But at the theater, like, who gives a shit, right?
See, if my daughter wanted to paint my nails,
I'd have to make a daughter
I'd be
first.
like, daughter, I'm not gay.
Wait.
I'm not into dudes.
If I were gay, you wouldn't be here. Duh.
Wait. What the hell was that, Brian?
That's the word. First of all,
I don't know what you were going for with that.
Yeah, we're bad voice and really fucked up logic. I don't know what's more disturbing.
I'm just trying to prove that I'd be a really great dad to
Yes, well,
I think you proved us wrong. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. We're on to the episode.
Let's do it.
And hey, if anyone ever misses Randy, you can always tune in and listen to his episode.
I'm only an Atlantic Ocean away. We didn't even mention where I'm going.
I thought you were being cagey about it because it was like top secret, but you're going to Germany.
Yeah, going to Germany.
I was going to say Paraguay. Paraguay is hard to say.
Bye-bye.